Good morning. This is the last remaining building of the Rickle Group. In the area where I'm standing up here in Cradley, Vegas, let me tell you something. They're knocking down the black country to make room for upcoming houses that will be built in the next 2 years. But man, I'm still standing. I ain't going nowhere. See ya. Up until the 1960s, Griffin and Woodhouse, this company right here, had a contract with the Royal Navy, predominantly the British Royal Navy, for making anchor chains, the very best quality anywhere in the world, let me tell y'all. But the Navy decided to give the contract out of tender and lost everything, and this company's got to shut down. As simple or as bad as this looks here, this place where I'm standing, let me tell you, is the epicenter of chain making over the last 100 years. Every single building up here that you see, these beautiful old style buildings, will be gone like forever. Forever, let me tell you. And nothing going to replace them but little houses. So the history of this place and the history of the Industrial Revolution and the history of the black country is all being knocked down. Let me say this again. They are taking the black country down. But hell, if I'm going anywhere, I'll see y'all later. We are now going back to Griffin Woodhouse and Ernest Stevens' place across up to the Cradley Vegas station. Cradley Vegas is what I call it. That's what this is all about. Man, I keep knocking on this door, but nobody let me in. Everybody's gone already. You know, they won't even wait till the building go down. They walked out on me and man, let me in. These are the offices of Griffith and Woodhouse. I wonder if they got me some coffee and bagels in there. I don't think they got that. So I tell you what, I'm gonna move on up to the station. See y'all later. See y'all later. As you can see in this photograph, where I'm standing now, a lot of things used to be going on. But that has been taken away, making places for new houses that will be built in this vicinity. By the way, I gotta tell y'all, they can't hide. Woods Lane, I made this year. They knew I was coming. They're taking down, knocking all the buildings down. They're getting rid of everything and everyone. But they got Woods up there. Only thing that's missing is Bobby Woods. But this is Woods Lane, my territory. And that's why I'm calling this Cradley Vegas. You understand? I'll see y'all next time. As you can see behind me, Vine and the railway and A&S rolling mills right there. All of these things, no more, all gone since the 1960s. Understand what I'm saying? Peace some out. As you can see behind me, the only two buildings, compared to the video, the only two buildings left standing is that Dunn's, the photograph, and the pub that's been closed a long time ago. I want a drink and I can't get nothing. I'm hanging with the ladies, but nobody give me nothing to drink. You know what? I'm leaving. As you can see in this photograph we're going to show you right here, none of the buildings standing in the photograph exist anymore. This place used to be so pretty, so country-like. You know what I'm saying? So cool, man. I'm in the park right now and wish I could see some of them buildings. All I got left is archive photographs to take a look at it. You know what? A guy called Craig David came out of the song. He talked about, I'm walking away. So right now, I'm walking away, y'all. I'm walking away. Back in 1936, about 2 weeks ago, this place did not look like this. No damn way. And you see the group of guys in the pictures there? They're talking about getting ready for getting together to go for a union meeting. As you can see in this photograph, where I'm standing now was the Chain Makers Institute, where the women that work in the chain industry had that famous strike where they said, we ain't doing no more without proper money. I ain't gonna bitch me, make me work for nothing. We wanna be paid for what we doing. In this photograph, man, as you can see, there was Loamy Town School gone to make room for the water pass. The anchor pub, gone to make room. And this is Loamy Town, man. This is like the badass town where the bad boys used to hang around. All of that is gone to make way for this bypass that's going through here. I'm gonna take a ride down here this afternoon, just to cruise, man, because that's what I want to do out here. But because of all the mining activities that was happening around here at the time, they had like a collapse around here. Up there on the high street, there was so much going on the ground. The whole thing collapsed. And right now today, there's a big dip in the high street. Right down the corner, there was Christ Church. And then there was the Anchor Pub. And then there was a row of shops. And then further back down there was the Whitley Memorial. Everything of that is gone. And everything is going. But like I keep telling y'all, I ain't going nowhere. This for me is Cradley, Vegas, and I'm home here. Catch you later. This pub behind me here was called the Bell at one time. And apparently while it was up and running, it was run at that time. Oh, they kept a goat there. They kept a goat. Yeah, I'm back on the high street, standing in a place called Charlie Wright's. Now, I know it's called the Five Ways, but this is Charlie Wright's. Yeah, man, this building behind me, as you can see, it's a lot different to the others on the high street right here. And that's because of the mining disaster that happened here. Remember I told you there was digging holes all over the damn place. And we had a big collapse down there, and the dip is still in the road, visible to everybody today. Behind me, as you can see right there, is the Central Market, the smaller of the two markets that is down here in Cradley, Vegas. Back in the Second World War, y'all, that was an ammunition dump. They had a whole lot of shit, dynamite, you know what I'm saying, thing that can blow this place high. Somebody said if it had gone off, there would have been cradling, this place would have been called Cradling Nothing. All right, I'm standing in the doorway of the Central Market here with Lee, the man who owns LWS Supplies right here. And a young man over there is selling ladies' stockings. Behave yourself, I won't tell everybody about you. Now, what you guys both don't know, did you realize, Lee, that back in the day, in the Second World War, this was an ammunition dump?
Ammunition dump, yeah.
And me, I'm going to be talking to MI5 about this shit. Yeah. How can you store ammunition in a place like this, getting ready to blow up Cradley Heath? You can't be doing it. I live here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't you feel bad about that?
Well,
you know what do you think could have happened had it gone wrong?
It could have killed a lot of people.
You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you know about the mining disaster that was there.
Yeah.
That dropped the high street.
Yeah,
With all that going on, anything could have happened.
Yeah. Right.
Now, thank God, it's a karma place.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Much karma.
I'm hoping they're going to keep it like that.
Yes,
Lee, nice to meet you, man. See you around another time. Have a good day.
All the best.
All right. Thank you. I'm standing here with father and son, John, Bobby, and John. I actually shop at this place, but a place like this should be allowed to continue because this is where, especially in the town we live, real food matters here.
41 years we've been here.
41 years, you hear that? Of good food. I didn't want to say. So what kind of stuff do you guys do here?
Oh, beef.
I mean, you do. I know you do your own butchering and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So what goes on, John? What can you guys can say?
Well, we make our own sausage, pies,
All right.
buy everything live,
All right.
sell the
It's all
quantities there, it's
local,
all
stuff.
local stuff.
Yeah.
That's why we've been here for so long.
Yeah, because everybody.
Always sold quality, and that's the main thing.
Yeah. Well, it's why I come here, and lots of other people come here. But it's a shame to think that so much is disappearing, and
Yeah.
something like this would be in danger
It's
of
a
being
sign
lost.
of the times though.
There's a lot disappeared, I can tell you.
Yeah, and this is where they do all the pies and the stuff like that. And there's another John over there.
I'm a Jamie.
Yeah, well,
Same kind of thing.
it's the same kind of thing, you know. I mean, you got John, and Jamie. It's the same thing, same company, same quality. Standing in the doorway of the larger of the two markets in Cradley Heath, and back in the day, man, I'm telling you, this market was the best in the whole of the Black Country, where you could get supplies directly from farms and stuff like that. And how you doing today?
Nice to meet you, mate.
All right.
Fine, thank you.
And everything you need around here that used to be in the market is now available to this man. It's a friend of mine. So, you know, everybody got to know. You come up and get your stuff here. How's today been for you, okay?
It's quietish, like, you know, but just plod on, do you?
Yeah, it's difficult to get. You got to keep it going, man. But your standard here is high, so people will keep on coming back.
Good quality in it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Which is why we're letting people know about this. I'm talking to Angela,
Yeah,
and I consider beautiful. I actually remember this as a market
I know.
where
Karen.
fruit and veg and meat
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. So, what is the name of this place today?
Yesterday's Treasures. We're part of it's. We're Wild Acre Rescue. We're an animal charity.
Okay.
All the things that we sell here,
Yeah.
the money we get for it
Yeah.
goes directly to the animals.
In most English little towns like these, there'd be a lot of pubs along the road, all over the place, you know, left and right. In this Cradley, Vegas, however, this is the last remaining pub called the Moon on the Water. All the buildings to the side of that, right up to the solicitors there at one time, you can see it all been taken down to make room for what is called progress. I've just met up with two lovely sisters here who grew up in grew up in Cradley Heath. So you've seen a lot of changes that's happened up here. So what did it used to be like when you guys were children around here?
Lovely.
So what's the difference now?
They used to walk the ways when they was teenagers, but they couldn't stand still because if the policemen used to come and move them on. It was loitering more.
Oh God! So you guys were bad children in those days.
Now, our dad was strict.
Oh yeah? What did he use? What was he?
Very, very strict.
So how would he keep you guys in line?
He did. He never hit us. No. But if he, No. yeah, but you Leave know what well. time you've got to be in.
Are you-
You've got to be in.
Yeah, you couldn't
And if
break.
he said you couldn't go out, you didn't go out.
Yeah, you didn't break any rules back in them days.
No.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
It's good.
No.
So what about? I heard about a place called Charlie Wright's. Can you tell me
Yes, on
anything?
the corner.
Lisa? So
On the
what
corner.
what used to happen back there?
Oh, it used beforehand.
Years before,
You
yeah.
know, everybody went
Yes.
to Charlie Wright's. It
Okay.
Was,
Yeah.
One of the popular. So was there any other? Because
Yes, the
I only
Boston
see I only
Bar,
see the what?
The
Boston.
There.
What?
it was
Where
called
the car
the
park
Eve
is.
Tavern.
Uh-huh.
But it was always known as the Boston.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So that was also a very popular place.
Yes,
Yes,
they
all right.
all
Everybody
was,
went.
weren't they? The pub
Okay.
was all, and the Manchester up the top.
Manchester?
Yes.
The four ways pub.
Yes.
It's in there now. That's a bank now.
Okay. Oh, you mean where the Lloyd's Bank is?
No,
That was
on
a.
the other
No,
side.
the other
Where the
side.
solicitors is.
Solicitors.
Oh,
sorry.
that was a pub before.
Yes,
Ah.
the four ways, but they always go to the Manchester.
Manchester.
Okay.
When you go over the five ways,
Yeah.
where the church was,
All right.
just a bit lower down, there was the school, wasn't it? Lower
yes,
down
Lower Town
school.
Ah, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about
That's where we
that.
went.
Okay, I heard about it. Oh, you went to school there. Okay. Okay.
Because, you know, when doing the crossword, and I got a bit mixed up, and my husband would say, love, what school did you go to? I say, Lower Town, a very good school. He said, not according to this spelling.
This is Marty, a good friend of mine. I've known Marty when I first came down here, when Marty was inside the main market. When I first got here, a lot of the stuff that I bought was from this guy. So we're talking about the changes that's happened up here, Marty. What have you noticed since you come out of the main market onto the high street? What's going on up here?
For me, it's a lot better.
It is?
It is, yeah.
What, is it busier? You get more people, more
Oh,
customers?
more people in the market, yes.
Okay. Because I remember the market was inside, but you know, a lot of people drifted because other folks say since the Tesco's that things have slowed down here. But I mean, how did it work for you?
I can't complain.
You cannot. I heard this was the HSBC Bank. Is that correct?
Originally, it was Midland Bank.
I understand that across there used to be Bank Street. Is that correct? Is that the name?
Yes.
And they said there was a film.
Bank Street there,
Yeah.
and then there was a club down Bank Street.
I heard there was a theater across there.
Yeah, there was.
What was that? What was that one? What did they used to do in a place like that?
They used to
Was
do-
it a big place or was it?
Originally, they did shows,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they turned it into a picture house,
Okay.
and then it was a bingo hall.